Okay, here's the question. Do you have hair on your arms or somewhere else that you just want to get rid of? Well, there are many ways to lose that unwanted body hair, and you know, most of us do. So here's the situation today. We've got the best people to help you do it. Dr. Dean Bair from Bair Medical Spa and Beth O'Leary are here today to zap the hair with a laser treatment. Welcome, Beth, to the show.
Hi.
Nice to meet you
Nice to
today.
meet you too.
And great to see you, our friend, Dr. Dean Bair. We're so happy you're both with us because really, whether you're a male or a female, so many of us want to find out how can we get rid of the hair in an easy, painless, and long-lasting way. And this is probably the best way to do it, isn't it?
Absolutely. This
Yeah.
is great technology. It is advanced over the years so that it's much more effective, much more comfortable, and virtually permanent.
So comfortable that I'm allowing them to do something live today. We're going to get to that in a moment. But first, I want to ask a question that is on a lot of people's minds when they do this is, how permanent is it? How quickly does the hair grow back? And how often do you need to go back to do this?
Well, it is permanent, and you do need to come back for a number of treatments.
Okay.
And that is based on the hair color and your skin type. And we're lucky in that we have this state-of-the-art technology with this laser system where we can treat all colors of hair, all types of hair, and all skin types.
Oh, wow. So, okay, so somebody, let's say a blonde versus a brunette versus a redhead would have different needs?
Different numbers of treatments.
Okay. Very interesting. See, that would never have occurred to me. I would never think that. I always thought it was based on how much hair you have, not on your coloring. So that's...
Well, also the type of hair, whether it's coarse or fine. So lighter, finer hair would require more treatment.
So now, for instance, if you're somebody that wants to have your underarms, let's say, hair removed under your arms, would that, typically, how many treatments would that take on an average?
Usually 6 to 8.
6 to 8. Okay, and then something like, let's say there's a man who wants back hair removed. How many treatments would something like that take?
Probably 6 to 8 or more.
So you have to figure somewhere in that range is a general rule.
Right.
You're never going to really get less than 5, but you're usually not going to go over 10. Is that kind of the way you should think about it?
It's variable, though.
Okay.
Some people, it's just a couple, and they're good. So
Okay.
it is variable.
Well, okay, I've heard that laser hair removal doesn't work on certain hair colors or skin tones. Is there anybody that is eliminated from the possibility of having this done?
You know, white hair,
Okay.
it's not going to absorb the light and heat the hair follicles. So
Really?
that really is the limit.
Okay. Well, I think what we should do is probably test this out so people can see exactly what the process is, because I think sometimes when you see it happen, it eliminates a little fear, because I'm a little nervous, but I'll take one for the whole team. Let's try this, kids.
Okay.
I've got hair on my arms, not a lot right now, but a little bit, enough that I would like to be able to see I could see the difference. So what we should probably do is show me the process.
Okay, so what we need to do first is put on a gel.
Okay.
And we would have the area cleaned, and then we would apply a numbing agent.
Okay.
So it's not as there's not as much discomfort, but we don't really have to worry too much
So it's
with
just
this
a cold
laser.
gel.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is the machine.
Okay.
Okay.
It doesn't look scary.
No,
it looks like a vacuum
not
cleaner.
at all. We have different heads for different types of treatments.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is do a flash. So on the count of 3, you'll feel it.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
That doesn't hurt at all, though.
Yeah.
I felt it, but it didn't hurt.
Okay, I can do another one just to...
Okay.
1, 2, 3. And that's it.
It's just like a little pressure. That's it. And that's what it feels like on every area when you do that?
Well, some areas will be more sensitive.
yeah, I was
but
gonna say.
we use a numbing agent.
Okay.
So a cream.
Oh, you
Yeah.
do? And so it's just a numbing agent, so you won't even really feel anything.
Yes.
And also a chiller that blows
Yes.
cold air on the area as well. So it
so
really
it's
makes
heat.
it, for the most part, very comfortable.
Wow.
Yeah.
So now, let's say you wanted to get all the hair on the arm removed. Then how many zaps? I mean, technically, do you have to zap one piece at a time?
See the distance here, so we
Yes.
would just go. And you overlap slightly, so you get the whole area.
Oh, wow.
And it goes pretty fast.
I have to say, that was completely painless. And I'm a wimp. I'm a huge wimp, so I would tell you if that hurt. I didn't feel anything. It was just a little, it was like you going like this to me. That was it. So that's it. Now, what about the healing process? So now let's say I've done this. I've got my whole arm, the laser hair removal. I've got a nice, smooth baby's booty arm now. And I want to know how long it will take me to feel good and to be healed. What do I do?
It will be a little irritated for maybe 24 hours, and that's
Okay.
it. So, put on a little moisturizer. It'll look a little irritated, but that's it. There's no healing.
There's no healing.
Really?
Yes.
There's no skin damage.
So this is essentially the whole idea here is a cool laser. It's not a laser that's going to burn the skin off.
Right.
So there's virtually no downtime. And even when we're doing spot removal,
Yes.
age spots, sunspots, the downtime is very minimal.
You're kidding me. Because see, now for me, I've been in the sun, I confess, and I have a lot of freckles on my chest. So if I wanted to have spot, so it's the same kind of process for the spot removal?
Just a different head
Okay.
that has more specific for the spots. Then we have heads that are specific for hair.
Wow.
Heads that are specific for tightening the skin.
That's
Resurfacing.
amazing.
Yes.
It's really amazing how technology has advanced, because I'll tell you, I mean, I know when I was a kid, and I have friends of the family who have been involved in doing things like this, and I would think, gosh, that's scary. I could never. And now it's painless, it's easy, and to hear that the downtime is so great, because a lot of people work, a lot of people can't take time off for these kind of things, but they really want to feel better about themselves. And if they can go on a Friday after work and have the weekend to let it, to let it cool, and go back on Monday and all is good. I love that. That's amazing, you guys. I'm in awe right now, because I was all prepared to be in pain, and I'm not at all. Now, just let me ask you this. Does laser hair removal on areas that you're shaving as well? So if you have stubble versus hair, I mean, is there let's say, something you would tell a client ahead of time if they were coming in regarding when not to shave or to shave? What's the story with that?
We would ask them, please don't tweeze, because we want to damage the hair follicle. So if you tweeze, you've removed that hair follicle. So it'd be a wasted treatment. If you have hair that you don't want people to see,
Yes.
you could shave 1 or 2 days before.
Okay.
Yeah, we
That's
just
not
have to
bad.
be able to see the hair.
And I'm just curious, what's the most popular place people want hair removal?
I would say the upper lip and the
Is it?
chin. Yeah.
Yeah, upper lip, then you don't have to do the waxing
Yes,
or the bleaching.
absolutely, yes.
Interesting. And, okay, now that's a good question then. Is it sensitive? Because that area has got to, it's your face. Is it more painful in that area than others?
It is more sensitive, and that's why we use the numbing agent and the
Okay.
cooler.
And so you use the numbing agent, the cooler, and then afterwards you just use moisturizing products?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. I think I'm going to be making another trip to Bair Medical. This is great. And I would imagine that it really picks up in the summer, especially for women, because when we're wearing bathing suits.
Actually, this is the best time.
Is it?
Because you want to start getting that hair removed, as well as if you start having tanning, then there's a problem with
Discoloring.
potentially not being able to treat it as aggressively.
Okay, good. I'm glad I asked you then. Very good point. Well, Bair Medical Spa is, of course, north of Paseo del Norte, between Louisiana and Wyoming, on Holly. And Dr. Dean and Beth, thank you both so much for being here. You shed a lot of light on this one for me, and I'm learning a lot today. I'm loving it. Thank you both so very much.